Hey, it's Rachel from Hope Corner Farm. Have you been wanting to learn how to crochet but find yourself frustrated because all the videos you've watched have moved too fast or haven't clearly showed how to complete the steps? Well, today we're going to learn how to complete the half double crochet, so keep watching. By day, I'm a home ec teacher who teaches hundreds of students how to crochet, quilt, sew, and cook. And so today we're going to learn how to complete the half double crochet stitch in crochet. So to begin, you do have to have a chain to crochet into for this stitch. If you don't know how to chain or make a slip knot in crochet, check out my video on how to make a slip knot and chain in crochet. I'll include a link to it in the description below. So let's get started. So to begin, for me to create tension, I go between my pinky and my ring finger, around the back side of my ring finger. I come up between my ring and my middle finger. I drape over my middle and my index, and then I come over here and I hold on to the work with my thumb and my middle finger of my left hand. I'm a right-handed crocheter. So now for your half double crochet, the first thing you need to do is you're going to half double crochet into the third chain from the hook. So what that looks like, there's 1, 2, 3. So right here is where we're going to place our first half double crochet. So again, the third chain from the hook. So we count 1, 2, 3. So for a half double crochet, the first thing you have to do is yarn over. So the yarn over movement is kind of a rotating circular movement. You have to rotate your hook as you're doing this. So when I start, my hook is facing directly towards me. Now I take my hook and I go down underneath my yarn. I rotate kind of in a circular motion, come on up, I grab onto that yarn, and then I turn my hook so it's facing downward. Now notice I put my index finger here on this yarn over that we have, just to help with tension. So now to go into my chain stitch, I'm going to pick up usually one leg of that chain stitch. Some patterns will tell you to pick up 2, so just pay attention to what your pattern says. But we're going to do one leg. So this is what I mean when I pick up one leg of that chain stitch or 2 legs of that chain stitch. So we're going to go 1. So now we need to yarn over again. So this yarn over is just a little bit different. Simply come up, grab on, whoops, come up, grab onto that yarn and still keep your hook horizontal. Pull through that chain stitch. Now I've got 3 loops left on my hook. I need to do my more circular rotating yarn over. I go up, around, down, and I pull through all 3 loops on my hook. So there's 1 half double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over again, rotating my hook. I'm going to go into that chain stitch. I'm going to yarn over. Now notice on that when I'm pulling through the chain stitch, I keep my hook facing horizontal, facing towards me to pull through. But then when I go to pull through these 3 loops, I'm going to rotate my hook so it faces downward. We do this so we have less resistance getting in or getting through the loops here. So when I keep this horizontal for this first one, if I didn't, I would catch on the top or catch on the bottom. Horizontal is the best way to pull through that chain stitch and have the least resistance. So this first one, keep it horizontal. Now with these 3 loops, if I were to keep it horizontal, notice how I'd catch. If I were to keep it facing up, I'd catch, but if I turn it and face it downward, it can easily slip through all 3 of those loops. So that's why hook position is very important. So I'm going to yarn over here with my rotating one, rotate down, pull through all 3 loops on the hook. Hopefully this is making sense to you guys. If it isn't, leave comments in the comments below, or questions, sorry, in the comments below, or yes, that it's making sense. So I'm going to yarn over, I'm going to go into that loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. So we're going to yarn over, go right here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, insert in. So this really is a lot of muscle memory with crochet. It's going to take some practice, so just keep practicing. And And then this last stitch, we're going to go right here in this last chain, yarn over, into the last chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all three. A properly completed half double crochet leaves you with one loop on your hook. You might need to nudge this last chain a little bit tighter. I do that by holding onto the tail and then just nudging that knot up. So there is your first row of half double crochet. So for the second row, we're going to need to chain 2 to get it to the proper height for the second row. So a chain, you have to do a yarn over, pull through the loop, that's 1 chain, yarn over, pull through the loop, that's 2 chains. So again, usually for a half double crochet, you're going to chain 2 before you turn. So 1 and 2. Now we usually have to turn, and so what that means is right now my work is facing towards my crochet hook. I'm going to turn it so it's facing away from my crochet hook. So again, we're facing towards it. When we turn, we face away. So then we're going to go right here in this little hole right here is where we're going to place our first stitch. So we're going to yarn over into that hole, yarn over, pull through. Now I've got my 3 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3. So usually your half double crochet is placed above the bar is what it's called. So we're going into this top hole right here. So hopefully you can see that. So we're going to yarn over, we're going to go above the bar. So if it just calls for a regular half double crochet stitch, that's where you're placing it. Above this bar is what they call it. So we're going in this top hole. Now, there are some crochet patterns where it has you go below the bar. So if it's that, you're going into this hole right here instead of this one. So I'll show you kind of the difference here. We're going to yarn over. Everything else about the stitch is exactly the same. It's just placement of it. So we're going to yarn over and we're going to go below the bar. We're going to yarn over, pull through 3. I'll do another one below the bar. So yarn over, go into the hole below the bar, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. So really pay attention to what your patterns are saying. Your pattern writers should specify where they want you to place those stitches. So then in this last one, we're going right here. This is the original chain where we had gone into the 3rd chain. So we're just going to go into this space right here with our last half double crochet. So we just simply yarn over into that space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. So hopefully you can see the difference there. Here is the half double crochet where it's above the bar, and this is the half double crochet where it's below the bar. So that is the half double crochet stitch. I hope that made sense to you guys. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to get notifications when I post new videos. I hope you guys have a blessed day.